This is GMech, back with another video. New project for the GMech channel for 2026. You'll be seeing this video or this trailer and videos of this trailer in future upcoming videos for 2026. I got this trailer on a deal on Marketplace. Equipment trailer, rated 10,000 pounds. Little added addition to my channel. It's approximately, didn't do the full measurements on it, but it's 102 wide, I believe like a 16-foot deck, and it's probably overall about 24 feet long. Let's walk it out. 2, 3, 4. About 22 to the back of the rails, but yeah, it needs some work. Price was right. The gentleman that I bought this off of, he's watching. Thank you very much. And we're gonna tear into this thing in the future videos. Unfortunately, probably gonna be working out on it on the outside. So we're gonna rebuild hubs, get the brake system working back up. All new brakes all the way around, add a spare tire to it. Got some issues with the hitch. That's nothing big deal for my evaluation of it. But again, the price is right. This has hydraulic brakes on it, not electric. And I'm going to convert all the lights on it to LED and make sure everything is working correctly. So, but went and picked this up last night. This video might not be posted for a couple weeks, but we're going to be basically replacing the deck on this thing. I doubt I'll save any of the wood. I mean, there might be a couple good boards there, but I think I'm just going to replace the whole thing, because obviously got one broke there, another one broke over there. But this here is going to give me the ability to haul skid steers and also some excavators, because I do get calls in that in my business. So, but this thing is a 2002 Sequoia. For my use, it's not going to be hammered every day, so this fits my bill for what I need. So we're gonna, like I said, do a lot of work on it. Probably maybe new tires. They don't look too bad. We're gonna go through them, paint the wheels up, or put new ones on. They didn't shake on the ride back with it last night. You know, look at the ramps here. Obviously this one here needs to be straightened out. Little torching and bending and whatnot should help that out. But yeah, so definitely a new project for the GMech channel and GMech's sharpening and small engine service. So really short video on this. Maybe I should have done a short on this. But yeah, so maybe I'll leave it at this, and we'll get into pulling the wheels off as soon as I find a place to put it. All right, jumping in a late day here, did a beginning video on this thing. Wanted it in the warm because it's wintertime in the case of this video right now, to work on this new trailer. So I'm going to take the ramps off. That one needs straightened anyway, and then this will give me a couple more, like almost 2 feet length, to shove it into my shop here where the heat is. So we're gonna using the old Clark forklift to get that in there. So we're gonna film a little bit of that and hopefully get it in the shop here before we run, which I have light here, but get it in the shop here before we run out of daylight. All right, got it in here. Little tight fit. That's what you expect with a lawnmower shop. But I've done it before. These axles sit back a little further than my other trailer. But it's a lot better working in warm than it is the cold. So I'm sure anybody out there will agree with me. So, but it's still, depending. All right, continuing to work on my equipment trailer. Been hit and miss, snowstorm, so on and so forth. Posted some other videos on that. So now finally getting back to this. So I got some of the boards ripped off the deck, looking at the frame rails. I'm going to get that done. I want to get the parts ordered for this. So I'm going to pull the rest of the wheels off. I got the one back there, hoping I had enough room to get them all off, do all the brakes, brake lines. So in this video, I think I'm doing a continuation with this. We'll see once. I don't want it too long for you and bore you. So I'm going to pull all the wheels off right now, and we're going to take a look at the brakes on this thing. All right, there's our tires. Two of these are in decent shape. The other ones I'm going to use for spares. See how the wheels are too. I'm probably going to, regardless, they're all going to be cleaned up and painted. You can see the two new tires I bought over here. I'm putting 10-ply tires on this. They were easily more available. Two of these are 8-ply. The other two are 10-ply, so give or take. This is holding air, but look at that right there. So, this one's junk. Look at that. Be good enough for a spare, get you home, but definitely not good for inspection, because this is actually the one that the wheel was locking up on. So that there is junk. I'm not even going to keep that for a spare. So, but then, so this is where we're at here. I'm going to pull these drums off. I'm going to decide if I'm going to keep them or not, or replace them. Basically a trailer restore. Oh, that don't sound good. The problem was this one here, when I bought the trailer, it actually locked up, and what happened was the brake shoes were that old, and I'm betting, maybe we'll pull this one off to find out, but the brake shoes were that old, they actually separated from the mounting, or whatever you want to call it, on the shoe, and then it went down in and jammed, and the brake wouldn't release. And this is hydraulic, as you can see there. Actually, the fluid just finally started coming out. So, and then it got some rust issue here. That's no big deal. I might just get a whole new set of fenders and put on. I'll see once. It's only that part back there. This here just needs to be cleaned up. I don't think they bolt on. I'll have to double check. Be kind of nice to have them that they bolt on, but no big deal. But yeah, another project for GMech. Not like I needed it, but hey, I figured I bought this thing for $1,500, transferred it, so I got $1,802 in it. Bought 2 tires so far. I bought the deck wood and the screws to screw the new deck wood down. We'll see what I'm going to research a little bit, drop in the comments if I get this video posted and so on and so forth in the next few weeks, to what I should coat the deck with. I wanted to do white oak. I couldn't get any. Didn't have any luck finding any. So I'm going with southern yellow pine that is not treated. I can't quite tell if this stuff was treated or not, because it's probably original. I'm going to say not. But Yeah, I'm doing southern yellow pine non-treated, and then I'm gonna put. I know I've read that you can put oil, motor oil, transmission oil, stuff like that, because when you drive on it with a track vehicle, it's gonna mark it up anyway. You're not gonna help that. So, and that's the goal with this trailer. I want to be able, to haul, because this is heavier than my other one. I want to haul like skid steer, excavator, stuff like that for servicing and so on and so forth, or buying and selling, which I do here at my shop. So, but yeah, so we're, digging into this. We're going to get this all rebuilt and usable and painted, and we're going to redo the hitch. I want to keep the hydraulic brake system. I kind of like that idea. Drop a comment on that. And, always don't forget to check the description for links and stuff. I'll put some info in there about different products I'm using, the impact gun, and so on and so forth to use in here. But let's get one of these drums off. We'll see what's going on there. All right, pretty simple. This setup here, some of these, and this is beat up. I might just replace all these. It sounds like it's gonna get bearings too. We're gonna see what's going on there. Let me grab a rag. Oh, at least there's somewhat kind of fresh grease in there, if you want to call it that. That just snaps in there to hold the nut in. See a better view of that. I might just replace all that. Just keeps the square part on the shank. Always keep, if you have a trailer, keep a pair of these in your toolbox in your truck, because you never know. Yeah, this is just loose. So somebody had this apart and didn't have it properly tightened. Just a simple nut. Now, question is, yep, pretty sure this one's doing the same exact thing. Bearing looks good. Oh, wow. That's what was rolling around in there. Get a closer look at that. That wasn't even in place. No wonder it was acting like that. Technically these shoes look really good. But boy, those back plates, they're rusty on the back. Actually, I wonder if these brakes were done, because I don't think they're that old. But actually, those are new bolts too. And actually, I wonder if the back plate was replaced, but it rusted anyway. Anyway, I'm going to continue this here. We're going to take this all apart. I'll save you that. I'm going to pull every one of these off, flip the drums over. Those drums are nice and thick. I'll double check the bearings. I don't like that was laying in there, but that actually looks fairly new. So nothing against anyone out there. Know what you're doing. You work on this stuff. It could be that wheel cylinder could have been replaced at one point. But those brake shoes on this one anyway, I'm going to be buying. That one doesn't have any. That's the one that fell apart. But I'm going to pull all these off, and then I'll bring you back in and show you all the results here. But yeah, so we're going to continue on.